Rather than answering whether a stock is undervalued, it makes more sense to ask, when is a stock actually valuable? So here are my main tips, and hopefully they can help you with that process. The first one being, the company needs a high return on any money they actually spend. It's also known as a high return on capital employed. A low amount of debt is necessary also relative to other businesses in each of their sectors. The second thing, they need a predictable, steady growth in their earnings. So it's easier to estimate their future potential growth with a higher degree of accuracy. Another point, the company needs to be profitable. If it's not, it's actually very hard to find its intrinsic value. It needs to make money. It needs a good cash flow and a good amount of profit. And you need to understand exactly how that business is actually making its money, because if you don't personally understand that, it's very difficult to actually measure its value in the real world. The company also needs a strong brand and either a large market share in its industry or predictable market share growth. So it's slowly gaining market share off its competitors. Another point, if possible, make sure the product or service that they offer is unique and also hard to replicate. Another point is to make sure that managers have equity in the company so that they're incentivized to actually increase the company's share price. If they don't have equity, there's no incentivization for them to increase that share price. They have no personal invested interest in growing the company as fast as they possibly can, which is actually a big factor. Now you know the way or approach to actually value a company. You sort of need the resources and places where you can head on the net and sort of work out, all right, this is where I can get their earnings from. This is how I can find out if it's profitable. And luckily for you, as a retail investor or a trader, everything is free online. You've got Google Finance. So if you Google any company of your choice, it will come up with all of their finance sections. There should be a little tab just under the search bar. You'll be able to click there, find all the information. You've got places like YAHOO Finance, which is a free resource where all of the company's filings, they're published there. You can actually go on the company's own website and find their own investment reports. And there's another website called investing.com, which is also free. And you can find tons of historical information there about the company to try and assess the variables that I've just given you to find a high value company that's worth investing in. And finally, a message from the Oracle of Omaha himself, Warren Buffett. As always, buy a wonderful company at a fair price rather than a fair company at a wonderful price.